Hey, I'm Josh Elledge, the Chief Executive Angel at SavingsAngel.com, and welcome to the Savings Angel Show. I'm podcasting to you from the spooky city of Orlando, Florida. Sorry, I had to do that. I'm an extremely busy consumer expert, money-saving advocate, syndicated newspaper columnist, and that guy that turns digital entrepreneurs into media celebrities at upmyinfluence.com. I love what I do, and I can't wait to get going on today's episode. So in order to help you save more, earn more, and live more abundantly on today's show, I'm going to be covering 27 scary, good, fun Halloween treats that aren't candy. Also, frighteningly great fun at Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights. I'm going to have my review for this year, and I'm just going to tell you right now, this is my 9th year, and I am so excited to share my review for this year. It is absolutely one for the record books. And then finally, I've got some exciting news from SeaWorld I think you'll love. So let's get going on today's spookrific. Let's just get going. Halloween is just almost here, and every year the same questions come up. What are you going to be this year? And what are you going to hand out? Now, I've rounded up multiple ideas that aren't your standard candy treats, but kids are sure to love. Yes, I promise you are going to be an egg-free, toilet paper-free home if you hand out these treats. Well, I guess I can't guarantee that. I don't know what kind of reputation you have with the kids already. But listen, here are 27 scary good Halloween treats that aren't candy. Now, I recommend shopping around online first to compare the number of pieces you'll get before purchasing. Then you can get pricing and details from places like DollarTree.com, Walmart.com, Amazon.com, Groupon.com/goods, and OrientalTrading.com. Now, as you compare, don't forget to factor in shipping if your best prices are online rather than in stores. So let's start with 7 food-like suggestions. Number 1, individual bags of pretzels. Number 2, individual bags of crackers like Goldfish. Number 3, little bottles of water. Number 4, actually that would be pretty practical. I don't know if it's maybe not up north where I remember trick-or-treating as a kid in rural Wisconsin, and I would have one of those plastic masks that would cut into your face around the mouth hole, and it'd be tied with that little string that would always break. And then, of course, it'd be so cold, I'd have to wear my winter coat over my costume, and, kind of defeated the purpose. Then people couldn't see what my costume was. But if you're in the South where it can get a little warm, little bottles of water might actually be pretty practical. Number 4, small drink pouches or drink boxes, also practical for us Southerners. Number 5, individual microwave popcorn bags. Number 6, mandarin oranges, or like we like to call them in our household, mangies. Isn't that cute? My daughter Olivia came up with that. Number 7, treat coupons. I like this one because, you don't have the whole issue with handing out food and stuff. Number 7, I like this. If you can get a good deal and you look around, you can find them. Treat coupons for places such as Burger King, Wendy's, McDonald's, and more. But I want you to buy these treat coupon books early because they invariably sell out of them. Now, I like this. Here's another reason I like this, is that oftentimes, especially I think it's Wendy's, will tie this into the Dave Thomas House. So you're actually helping donate to charity as well when they have that. So I don't quite know what all of them are doing this year. Just do a quick search for, again, Burger King, Wendy's, McDonald's. I don't know if Subway's ever been in on that game, just to find out if they've got any treat booklets, coupon books that you can give out early. Love, love, love that deal. All right, so here we go. I've got 20 non-food suggestions, and be sure to choose age-appropriate items to avoid potential choking hazards for small children, like small cans of Play-Doh. Don't give that to the 2-year-olds. I don't think they're going to know what to do there. But so small cans of Play-Doh. However, for the preschoolers, kindergartners, I think they'd have a great time with that. Number 2, swirled or themed crayons, or you can even make your own. Number 3, stampers. Number 4, put it together airplanes. Number 5, small stuffed animals. Yeah, make sure they're new. I'm thinking of giving away small stuffed animals. No, don't give away all your kids' stuffed animals, the old ones that are ratty and stuff like that. No, these would be little things. You could probably find these at Oriental Trading. You can get them really, really inexpensive. Kind of like the ones that you win at the carnival. If you actually don't win anything, they still give you the little prize so you don't feel like, you've completely lost out. Number 6, Slinkies. Number 7, large novelty erasers. Those are so wacky, large novelty erasers. Number 8, bouncy balls. Number 9, mini bubbles. Number 10, kids are going to love this, fake mustaches. Yeah. Number 11, glow-in-the-dark items such as stickers, bracelets, wands, or sticks. Those should be pretty inexpensive and fun. Number 12, spooky-themed plastic rings or necklaces. Number 13, themed pencils. Where I really like getting a lot of these items, I've just thought about with the themed pencils, is what I want you to do is November 1st, I want you to go into Walgreens. Yeah, Walgreens, and they are going to have all of these non-candy Halloween treats that you can get for 75% off. So make sure, write a note in your calendar right now for November 1st, go to Walgreens and get Halloween stuff. Also, buy all your Halloween decorations on November 1st. Do not buy Halloween decorations now. Just hold off. Get them all that first week of November. I promise you're going to get everything. I kid you not, 75% off. That is the time to stock up on all your little decorations, all the stuff you want to throw out on the front porch and in the front yard. At 75% off, you're going to be able to get everything your heart desires, including number 14, small yo-yos. You'll probably find that as well. Number 15, mini flashlights, maybe like the little ones that go on a keychain. Number 16, bookmarks. You should be able to find those pretty inexpensively, and they can be kind of cool. We're trying to encourage the kids to read real books. And number 17, small notebooks or notepads. Number 18, mini game and puzzle books. Number 19, small rubber ducks. And number 20, finally, whistles. Oh, the parents are going to love you for this. Oh, I tell you what, I think I've got a couple of neighbors on my block. Oh, I know exactly what their kids are getting this year. I am so going out of my way now to buy whistles for them. Now, if you do want actual candy to hand out, it's out there in abundance as always. Just make sure to hit a good sale and use some coupons. Again, I really like some of the deals that Walgreens is actually my favorite place for Halloween candy. Sometimes the grocery retailers that will put candy, BOGO, you could get some good deals there. And look, there are so many coupons right now. You can generally find the $1 off 2, $1 off 3 coupons really, really easy. You stack that on top of something that's already buy one, get one free. And then you add in at Walgreens, again, one of my favorite places for Halloween stuff. They'll throw in some store coupons as well. So you can actually stack 3 different discounts at the same time. You can save a lot of money. And of course, the biggest deals are going to come if you wait till the last minute to buy your candy. Some stores will slash prices starting just before Trick or Treat Day to move more unsold candy bags. Whatever you do, I want you to avoid buying your candy at places like the dollar store. Not because the candy isn't good, but because you'll actually pay more per piece than most candies. Because again, normal retailers are going to be competing heavily for all of that Halloween spending that you're going to be doing. But again, if you're listening to the Savings Angel show, you're going to be doing most of your Halloween candy, or not necessarily candy. Your candy might not last a whole year. Hey, listen, here's a great idea though. If you're going to be doing holiday cooking, like cookies and baked goods, and you like to incorporate candy into those baked goods, then buying a lot of candy after in that first week of November is actually a great way for you to do your Christmas cookies as we get into that season. Does it matter that you've got little pumpkins and skulls on your Christmas cookies? No, I don't think. Look, they're going to melt a little bit anyway, and they're going to taste absolutely delicious. But most importantly, you can get. It's not about saving 75% off. It's about getting 4 times as much candy, because that, my friends, is living abundantly.
All right, so Ethan is my 15-year-old son. And we just got done with Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios Orlando. Yeah. All right, so it's getting on midnight, and I'm pretty tired. You've been up, buddy. You've been up since like 5 a.m. All right, so what I want to do is, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, I've been coming 8 years in a row, and they always say, like, the first time you come into Halloween Horror Nights is almost always your favorite, because it's just like so incredible when you experience it for the first time.
Yeah.
Is that kind of your?
No.
Yeah.
This year's my favorite.
This year is my favorite. I kid you not. And in all the other years, it has been just amazing. First year has always been really special to me. But look, this year was just remarkable because for a few reasons. Number one is there are 10 houses this year.
Oh, yeah.
And so we're going to go through these really, really quick. There are 10 houses, and they are absolutely amazing. We'll start off with the big headliner, Stranger Things. How was that? That was the first house we went through. That was...
Oh, it looked exactly like the show.
So the most amazing thing about the Stranger Things house listen, it was scary. Like the little... the creature from the Upside Down. Yeah, there was some really good jump scares in there. But I gotta be honest, the thing I was most impressed with that house is that the actors that they found look just like the kids. And it's like, how did you find these? And the Winona Ryder character, the sheriff. Everyone looked just like the Stranger Things actors. It was really, really amazing. Any other thoughts on Stranger Things?
Actually, they only showed 11 once, and when they did, it wasn't actually a person. It was that's the only disappointment about it.
Yeah, other than that, just truly amazing. Carnival Graveyard, that was really clever. I thought that was really. Listen, I'm going to tell you, this is the first year where I can say there's absolutely no bad houses. Every house was just amazing. I'd say maybe my only one that I wasn't like thrilled about was the Blumhouse house, which was a combination of Happy Death Day and then the Purge, the first Purge, and it was still great. It was still a great house. But if I had to pick one that I wasn't like blown away with, that would probably be it. But listen, Carnival Graveyard, so creative, so amazing. And I've said this in years past, I don't really care for scary movies a whole lot. I definitely am not a big fan of haunted houses in general. Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights is unlike anything you've ever experienced before. And it is, listen, we got we sprung for the express passes, and because there are so many houses, Ethan, what do you say? Like, there's no way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you have to get the express passes. I don't think there's any way you could possibly go through all 10 houses in one night just because the lines are so long. But it is, listen, if you can come, spring for the express passes. It is an amazing, amazing experience. My voice is kind of hoarse from from shouting and stuff. Scary Tales was really cool. A lot of fairy tales that they turned in. Again, amazing special effects. The scare actors at this event are just, I just have so much respect for all the scare actors and how hard they work. And unfortunately, I think Ethan accidentally hit one of them, hit his arm. It happens. And he said sorry as soon as it happened. Poltergeist is the scariest house for me. That one gets my scariest house award just because when I was 11 years old, my dad made me watch it. And I had nightmares for years. The little steak crawling across the kitchen counter. It's no good. That one was really scary. The big creature in that one makes a few appearances. That was really freaky. Blumhouse, I already commented on. Slaughter Cinema. And that was their, every year they have one that's a little bit, kind of
like spoofy.
Yeah. They have one that's a little bit campy or a little bit silly. That one was so well done. You just go into all these different scenes from movies, and then they have these transitions where they show you the movie poster of the room that you're going into. Is really, really cool. Dead Exposure, Patient Zero. You talk about this one.
That was by far the most scariest house I've ever been in. Like, constantly, just constant jump scares everywhere. And, like, the weird thing is, like, they're there and you will expect them, but the second it happens, you still just get so scared.
Yeah, that one was set in Paris, and it was an outbreak of some some plague that had taken over. But it really, again, so much creativity this year. This year is really just amazing. Seeds of Extinction. This one was so good, and I'll tell you why it was really good. Because the way that they had all of the scare actors, they were all like these plant creatures, and they were so well hidden. What's that stuff like the camouflage stuff like this? Ghillie suits. Right. It was kind of like that. Like the scare actors were so well hidden. I jumped out of my skin so many times. Trick or Treat was another really amazing one because imagine this. Let me try and describe this. They build these entire house facades inside of a warehouse. And boy, there's the music from Poltergeist in the background.
It's like you're walking through a neighborhood.
Yes.
It's a really foggy neighborhood.
Yes, and you go from house to house inside. It is just, again, the creative team at Halloween Horror Nights for Universal Studios Orlando just truly just upped the bar in a way that I'm just so impressed. And then finally, Halloween 4 was the one that that was the last house we went through.
I think that was my least favorite. Michael Myers it's just like, he's kind of boring. He's just
that's my 15-year-old jaded son who's been through far too many houses, not freaked out by Michael Myers, again, the terror of everyone from my age. But yeah, so Halloween 4, there were, how many Michael Myers do you think were in that house?
Probably like 30.
Yeah, there was probably like 30 appearances for Michael Myers. So if you're a fan of Michael Myers and you think, okay, I want to see Michael Myers, you are going to see him plenty. And then the scare zones, just real quick, I really loved the Vamp 85, which was kind of set in 1985. So you have a lot of like pop culture, music icons. We saw Boy George, we saw Run DMC, we saw LL Cool J from we saw like all these amazing like 80s icons, and they were kind of just all like these vampire style creatures. We saw the Killer Clowns. They were kind of coming out. Twisted Tradition, Revenge of Chucky, The Harvest. Listen, this was just an incredible night. I have to absolutely applaud Universal Studios. You really, again, I don't know how you're going to up this next year. I hear from my contact that they are already hard at work for Halloween Horror Nights 2019. But honestly, guys, 2018, absolutely incredible. If you could still make it to Halloween Horror Nights for 2018, make sure you do it. Absolutely incredible. Ethan, any parting thoughts? We always talk about this. What about for families that have kids your age? Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, I will say, and I commented on this earlier, I felt that there was really great scares, but moms and dads, I'm going to let you know that I feel like they kind of dialed back stuff like torture, like anything that was in any way sexualizing women, any kind of like anything that was demeaning, where I may have seen that in the past. I have to say it was noticeably absent this year. Yeah, so listen, as a parent, I don't like the satanic stuff personally. It's just a personal preference.
I didn't see any of that.
None of that. Also, like in years past with like they had a saw, like there was, I didn't see really like any torture, no satanic stuff. Again, that's only my preference. If you don't have a problem with it, that's totally cool. But for me, it kind of creeps me out. But you know what? Really, really amazing, good quality scares. And again, the set design, the makeup, the acting, absolutely fabulous. Fantastic year. So that's for Ethan, my 15-year-old son. We had an amazing night, buddy. We had a really, really great night. Saw a lot of his friends here too. Absolutely incredible. Go to Halloween Horror Nights 2018 while you still can.
Now, I love living in the land of never-ending entertainment and things to do, Orlando. Love sharing with you what's going on, what the great deals are. Again, Halloween Horror Nights, such a blast. And usually with Halloween Horror Nights, I forget if I mentioned this in my little interview or segment with Ethan, but in reflection afterwards, you know, it's been a number of years where I have continued to insist that my all-time favorite year at Halloween Horror Nights was the very first time I went. And I can tell you that this year, and I've never said this before, this year, 2018, is probably, it is the best Halloween Horror Nights I have ever attended. And again, I've never said that up until this year. They've all been pretty amazing, but nothing ever kind of stacked up to that first year. But this year, the houses were just all amazing. So thank you so much, Universal, for doing just doing it right this year. It's fantastic. All right, so moving on to other theme park news. I am really stoked about this news from SeaWorld for 2019. I just received word that SeaWorld is unveiling a new annual pass program with more benefits and like super lower prices. This is like, again, for like the savings angel, me, this is awesome. 30% discount lower than the annual pass prices in the past. This is huge. And this is why I needed to pass this information along to you, my Savings Angel friends and fans. So now, let me tell you about how this works with this new annual pass. It has the benefits you'll want most, such as unlimited admission, parking's included, free guest tickets, which you get, and then you also get in-park discounts and more. There's no down payment, and for a limited time, you only have until November 30th, okay, this year. Introductory prices start as low as, get this, $9.99 per month for Florida residents. For me and my family, that's a fantastic deal. SeaWorld Orlando has some amazing roller coasters. Plus, you can also do combination passes with Aquatica and Busch Gardens and Adventure Island in Tampa. It's going to provide you even more savings. My favorite water park in Central Florida is Aquatica. I love. I mean, there's just so many slides at Aquatica. They've got Roa Rapids. They've got amazing sea life that you can interact with. It's so much fun. Really, this is really a great deal. So annual passes, the way that they've done this now, they've been divided up into 4 different levels of benefits as well as price points. Now, you're going to want to see what level suits you best, or as a gift for someone else, Christmas is on the way, you know. This could be really, really great. So here we go. They've got a bronze, silver, gold, and platinum pass. And I'm just going to go through this really quick on how this works. Bronze, flexibility equals savings. There are some blockout dates that applies. You're going to save on parking, dining, and more. This is a really, really great deal. Honestly, if you're local or if you're going to be going to the park a lot, blackout dates normally do not bother me because generally those are the dates that, as a local, you don't really want to go because that's when everybody's here for Christmas break or in the heat middle of summer. I haven't looked exactly at the blackout dates, but generally, yeah, I tend to work just fine. Now, if you don't want the blackout dates, you can get the silver pass, and that gives you unlimited admission, free parking, 1 free guest ticket, and extra benefits. Gold pass, going to give you big savings and what they consider to be the best value. You're going to save with preferred parking, 2 free guest tickets, bigger discounts, plus valuable extras like a free animal encounter. Now, we have done those at SeaWorld, and those are really cool, depending on like how old your kids are. The animal encounters that they do at SeaWorld are just really, really amazing. And then you also get a free photo key annual pass and more. And, you know, the pictures at theme parks, those can really add up. So again, you know your family and you know what you need, and you might decide that you want the Platinum Pass. And the Platinum Pass is what they consider the ultimate way to play and save. And what that's going to do is it's going to give you unlimited admission to 11 SeaWorld and Busch Gardens parks nationwide, free ride again privileges, that's kind of cool, and reserved show seating and more. So if you really want to live the bougie lifestyle, that is your Platinum Pass. And look, again, based on the discounts that they're offering, this is the year to do it. Obviously, SeaWorld just announced a new ride as well, where it's like I think it's like the country or world's tallest water raft drop. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, wait a minute. Look, I've got the details right here. Infinity Falls. It's open with a new shop and interactive games, which are not only fun, but educational. There's a new restaurant, Waterway Grill. And of course, this is so cool. Sesame Street is coming to SeaWorld Orlando in the spring of 2019. And what this is going to include. Now, SeaWorld at Busch Gardens is fantastic. I actually talked about that a little bit in my last podcast episode. They're going to listen to this. This is so cool. So if you got younger kids, this is going to be great. What am I talking about? Even if you've got like an adult kid like me, I love Sesame Street. I love the Sesame Street characters. I actually get just like a little, it turns me into a kid when I see Cookie Monster. Cookie Monster, I really like. I think he's a little naughty, which I like that. And I like that in a Muppet. So they've got daily parades, play areas, and all your favorite Sesame Street characters are going to be there to greet you. There's going to be themed rides that are coming to SeaWorld. So again, if you think this, let me tell you about the rides. They've got Elmo's Choo Choo Train. They've got the Cookie Drop. You know that's where I'm going to be. Abby's Flower Tower, Super Grover's Boxcar Derby, Big Bird's Twirl and Whirl, and Slimy's Slider. This is so cool. All right, and more thrills are coming to Florida at Aquatica in 2019 with the opening of a new thrill slide, Care Curl, or maybe it's Kari, I don't know. It's Kare Curl. Aquatica just celebrated its 10th anniversary this year and had the distinction of being named USA's #1 water park in a nationwide poll. I totally get it. Honestly, it is my favorite park. I haven't been to the Universal one yet, but I really, really do love Aquatica. Ray Rush, the park's newest attraction, has recently been named the world's best new water ride. You definitely want to check that out. So with all that SeaWorld has to offer, you're going to want to grab your SeaWorld annual passes. Remember, the introductory prices are only available until November 30th this year. Okay, so make sure you get that, again, as low as $9.99 per person per month. Sounds great. Hope to see you there. So if you've loved hearing everything on this podcast, would you take a minute and leave a 5-star review in Apple Podcasts? They're the big dogs. But look, whatever app you are listening to this show in, like a little thumbs up, a little, click a star, click a 5-star, and definitely, I promise to make you look really, really good in front of your friends, okay? I'm not going to embarrass you. But if you click that share button and share it on Facebook, okay, there's a national week of celebration, and it is Share the Savings Angel Show on Facebook week. And if you would do that, I would be forever indebted to you. I cannot do this alone. You and me, we're a team. That's together, we can share this message of abundance. Again, I promise, I'm going to make you look good. I really, really am. All right. So now, and it really does help us spread this message of abundance. And the higher our rating, the more we're noticed. If you have any specific questions, if there's something you'd like to hear me talk about, you can always drop a comment in the podcast feedback. Write to me in our Facebook group. Just search Savings Angel, or you can even call this number right now. It's 407. Give me a call. 407-205 9250. Call your friend in Orlando. Leave a message. I'll answer your question, write you back, or with your permission, I might even share your question or story with others on this show. With that, have a wonderful week full of saving more, earning more, and living more abundantly. And thank you for listening. It's about getting 4 times as much candy.